into February now, and it's time to think about chitting your seed potatoes. So got a couple of new varieties to try out this year, a couple saved from last year and a couple that we've already started off. So we're just going to have a look through what we've got and then we'll talk about chitting them afterwards. So we'll leave them to the side for now and we'll have a look at the new varieties that we're going to try. So first variety, these are from Taylor's. We bought these at my local garden centre. Good for boiling, good for baking, good for chip, good for roast, which is what we want, roast potatoes mainly. These are Premier, so you get 10 seed potatoes in here. They're good all round, disease resistant, plant March onwards, harvest June, July. And we've also got Blue Annalise. Got these more as a novelty one really. They're a good salad, good baking and good roasting. Again you get 10 seeds in here. Main crop sweet potato at the Premier at First Early. Blue skin and flesh, creamy flavour and a nutty aroma. Plant March onwards, harvest September, October. And then we're also going to have a go at Bambino. Again, these are a good disease and eelworm resistant. Not that we've had any problems with eelworms, but we did get a lot of blight last year, so trying to go for more disease resistant ones this year. But these are good for boiling, baking, mashing, chip or a roast. An all-rounder basically. And these are main crop variety. We've also still got some of the Picasso saved from the 2022 single seed potato challenge, and I had these in an old shoebox just on the side there and I'd completely forgotten about them, and most of them are looking like this, which is what we don't want to happen, which is why we want to chit them just to stop this from happening, so they can go in the bin. These ones aren't as bad. And then we've also got the Condor, which we're probably going to cut these up and try and get most that we can out of them. And then we also kept one of the single seed potato challenges from last year. I can't for the life of me remember what they're called. I'll pop it up on the screen. But we kept one of them and we cut the seed potato up and we've managed to get 3 in there. We've got one just starting here. These could be kept indoors and I'll just pot them on slowly as and when they need it. So chitting these potatoes, I like to use egg boxes. We always get eggs, better than throwing them away. The reason we do it is because we don't want this happening to them. When they're in these bags, they're not getting any light, and it's what will happen is the sprouts will start to get really leggy, and when you plant that they just snap off in the soil. You can just pick them off and re-chit, but that takes longer. So there's usually an umbilical end and a top end, but whichever end has got most chits on, just point them facing up. And you don't need to do this with your main crop varieties, but I do prefer to do it with them all because, like I said, it stops them going leggy and you end up with better results this way, I find. These won't be getting planted out until probably March, and when I do plant them out, I plant all my potatoes into 30-litre containers. We will be adding some Vitex organic potato and vegetable fertiliser and some blood, fish and bone, but we'll go through that a bit more closer to the time. And I'll keep this on the shelf, so when it comes to planting them out, I'll know which ones are which. I'll write obviously Premier on the egg box, but if I keep that, I'll know whether they're first early, second early or main crop or whatever. So I'll just stay there for now. Get the rest of these then. These are really small seed potatoes. But like I say, these are more of a novelty thing. Just seen them and couldn't help myself. Right, and if you haven't already, guys, please do consider subscribing. It doesn't cost anything and helps out the channel a great deal. And why not let me know in the comments what varieties of potatoes you're planning on planting this year, and do you chit yours? And you can either keep these on a sunny windowsill, or I'll probably just keep them up on one of these shelves because there's always lights on in here. And just as long as it's not, doesn't get too cold or damp, they should be perfectly fine. But a sunny windowsill would be better because you want as much light to get to these sprouts as you can. Right, so that's all I'm done. Like I say, I'll just pop these on the shelf up there out the way until planting time, and then a lot of these is what I will do is split them up into 2 or 3 just to maximise the amount of seed that we actually do have. And that just saves us having to go out buying loads of these when we can just split these potatoes into 2, 3 or even 4 seed. And if you'd like to see more videos on doing that, I have a whole playlist on single seed potato challenge where we try and get as much of a yield from a single seed as we can, and some of the results from that have been absolutely outstanding. I think not last year, the year before, I managed to get 26 kilos from one single seed potato. And I've also done videos of taking potato cuttings, and I'll pop links to these videos in the end screens, so please do check them out if you're interested in doing that. And like I said, let me know in the comments what varieties of potatoes you're growing this year and how you're planning on doing it. Do you chit or don't you chit? Right, so that's going to be it for this one today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button and drop me a comment below.